Seems like the majority of Steeler Nation wants Justin Fields as the quarterback. I don't think that's what the Steelers are going to do, and I personally don't want that to happen. Though this is the way I would want it to, if it would happen. If, hypothetically speaking, the Steelers are going to go out there and they're going to sign Justin Fields 1 year, 2 year, 5 year. They're going to say, you're our dude. We're giving you a 5 year deal. I'd say that's about the only way, in my opinion, is to make it work. Or even if it's like a 1 year deal, at least this season, the offense has to be fully committed and built and tailor-made around Justin Fields if they want to compete. Everybody wants to talk about it's a passing league, it's a passing league, it's a passing league. Well, Lamar Jackson's pretty much been, two-time MVP. Probably should have won MVP this year, three-time MVP. You could say maybe four-time MVP. You probably could throw another season in there where he could have won it and didn't win it because that's the type, or he was hurt, because that's the type of player that Lamar Jackson has been. And, that's basically the idea with Justin Fields. He's a Lamar Jackson type. Broke the single-season rushing record. So to me, the only way you're going to bring Justin Fields back is if you commit to Justin Fields. You make the offense to Justin Fields. You got to run and gun him. You got to play him out of the gun. I made a post. A lot of people saying, "Oh, Arthur Smith said Justin Fields." He said Justin Fields is perfect for his offense. Arthur Smith runs a two tight end bunch set. How is Justin Fields supposed to get the edge in a two tight end bunch set under center? He's not going to get the edge that way. You want him to get the edge. You want him to get him running lanes. So you got to get him in the gun and, 3 wide, 4 wide. And then there's defensive backs in coverage. Maybe 4 or 5 rushing. If somebody rushes the edge, he can just take off the other way. And running quarterbacks are so hard to stop in the NFL. They are. They're one of the hardest type of quarterbacks to game plan against, especially if they got their rhythm going passing. That's the thing with running quarterbacks. They're not as good passing. Justin Fields isn't as good as passing as a Russell Wilson, a Sam Darnold, or Aaron Rodgers. So honestly, any of those 3 options, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers, I personally believe the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go in that direction. But if you want Justin Fields, and I don't think Arthur Smith wants to run that type of offense. And, Justin Fields, you got to get him like a triple option. You got to bring in the triple option. That's the main thing, the running and gunning it. And then if you're in them heavy bunches, you can even run a triple option out of the gun. You have Warren next to him and Najee next to him, right out the gun, dot the gun. You can fake it to the big man, and then boom, you can even turn that into an RPO. You can fake it to Najee, have Fields roll out, and then you can have Warren split out as just a little dump off. 2 little dump offs, Najee go in the other flat, Warren in the one flat, and then he can take the running lane. He can dump it. He has an option deep, and then he has maybe a trailer over the middle to hit him in the seam if it's a cover 2. Or if he's trailing under the middle and it's one-on-one, man-on-man, George Pickens, bow, I'm taking that. So, you got to tailor-make this offense to Justin Fields, and I think that would be the best way. We'd have to get rid of Arthur Smith, bring in like a Roman Wilson, or Arthur Smith's got to bring in some option plays. We got to run a triple option with him, and we got to be really committed to, if that's what they want to do, if that's what the front office wants, smash mouth football, well, let's bring Justin Fields in, get back to smash mouth football, bring in a triple option, change the game, break the single season rushing record, because they do have the potential to be that type of offense if they do that, to break the single season rushing record type of offense. But will they do that? I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to bring in a Russell Wilson. They're going to bring in somebody, Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, it's looking like Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, I think, because if he's really cheap, Russell Wilson last year got released, and then the Steelers only had to pay him like a fraction of the dollar. That would be the same. If that's the same scenario with Aaron Rodgers in the Jets, I'd say, yeah, that's a very, very high likelihood, in my opinion, of happening. For the Steelers, you can sell it. It's a big name. It's going to fill seats. Everybody's going to be talking about it. He's been there, done that. 1 year cheap deal, rental to bridge a gap, draft a quarterback this year, second or third rounds. Boom. Could it be? I don't know. But, I mean, if they're going to go with Justin Fields, I'm going to do a whole live why I don't think they're going to go with Justin Fields. But if they're going to go with Justin Fields, this is what I would like to see. A triple option, run and gun type of offense. And, Taylor make the offense. Smash mouth football. Play defense. Don't turn it over. Run it. And then let Fields fly. If he's moving and grooving, let him move and groove. Maybe this is his prime year, and he has a breakout year. Breaks his record, his single season rushing record. Steelers break the NFL season rushing record. And they go in the history books as the greatest rushing team ever to win a Super Bowl. That's what I would like to see. I mean, I would love that. But are they going to do this? Will they do that? Can they do that? I mean, will they do it? I don't see him doing it. I'm going to do a whole live. I had it scheduled. I'm never on time for my lives. I apologize, but I will try to do the live and talk about why I don't believe Justin Fields. I'll schedule it again. Probably like a Tuesday night or something, 7 p.m. Why I don't believe the Steelers are going to sign Justin Fields. But this is what I believe. This is what I would like to see happen if they were to do it. And if they did do that, I think this, they have to do something like that. They have to think outside the box because we don't have a quarterback. We don't have a Josh. That's what everybody says, and it's true. The Steelers don't have a Josh Allen. They don't have a Patrick Mahomes. They don't have a Joe Burrow. So how do you beat the Josh Allens, the Joe Burrows, the great quarterbacks, the Peyton Mannings of the world when the Steelers beat them in the AFC Championship? Ball control and defense. You keep the ball out of those players' hands, and you have to be able to run the ball. And, with Justin Fields and everything, I think they can do that. But will they commit to it? I don't know. I think Arthur Smith's kind of just an old school. Wants a drop 1, 2, 3 step, 4 step, 5 step drop quarterback. Yeah, maybe a little play actions here and there, some boots here and there. But I don't think he really runs like no triple options or nothing. Nothing crazy like that. And with Justin Fields, if that's true you're gonna go with, you got to utilize all his tools in his tool belt. And his biggest tool and his biggest skill set is his rushing ability. So, and the Steelers want to run the ball. So bring Smash Mouth football back and bring Justin Fields back and commit to it. Or go out there with washed up Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and I think you're going to do something with a defense that's getting paid and they're not playing to their pay grade. Let's just keep Minka Fitzpatrick's not playing to his pay grade. TJ Watt got paid for his record sack season. Yeah, he had a great season this year, but 11.5 sacks. Doesn't do much in the playoffs. Is either hurt or doesn't do anything in the playoffs. In the last 5 games of the season, didn't do much. Cam Hayward had a good season, but he's getting old. Joey Porter is good, but he makes a lot of rookie mistakes still in his second year. Broderick Jones, well, that's offense, but, there's problems on this team. So, and with Fields, you get him on a maybe 2-year, 3-year deal. And he has his prime year this year, next year, and the next year, and you get him very cheap, you can put so much talent around him, and it can be a Philadelphia-like-esque team, maybe. And then if it doesn't work, you can get off it. I guess you could say the same for Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. You bring him back 1 year, and then you just roll the dice with what we got left on the defense. And hopefully, Pickens with Rodgers steps up, but I don't know. If you're going to go with Fields, that's what you got to do, in my opinion. It would be unique. It would be fun to watch. It would be different. It would be something to talk about. The triple option all the time. Just boom, 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 boom. They do it a little bit in Baltimore, but the Steelers, they have 2 good running backs. They're both up. Contracts are both up, but Steelers have a lot of salary cap. And, hey, say you let either one of them walk, whatever. Okay, you bring Warren back or you bring Najee back. I'm not going to get in that debate. And then draft a running back. You still run a triple option with him. So I think if you're going to commit, because he can't pass the ball. Everybody wants to. That's what I don't understand. Everybody wants him to be the quarterback, He's never even thrown for 3,000 yards in his career. And when he does run the ball, he fumbles it a lot. So that's basically going to be the premise of the whole live. It can be a Q&A, it can be whatever. But I just wanted to do a little bit of a live. And I'll talk about the quarterback, and we can talk about a lot of different things with the Steelers. They just released Preston Smith. I pretty much called that one. It was going to come right off the rip. So we'll see what happens next with the Steelers, and we'll see what direction they go with the quarterback. But it's going to be the center of controversy. It's almost like this is what the Steelers want. They're the Dallas Cowboys. They just love selling stories. They just love selling bullshit. And they're not really ready to compete, and that's why the fans are getting mad. The fans want to see some type of change, and it would be different, but it would still be kind of like the Steelers running the ball. I mean, they did it with Cordell Stewart. He was pretty good. Why can't they do it with Justin Fields?